All right, so we are going to read the book, How Do Leaves Change Color? And when we read, we want to make sure that we're reading fluently. Did you know what the word fluent means? No. What do you think the word fluent means? Something is fluent. What do you think it means? Think about how you read.
Nice.
Okay, nice. And how would reading, how would you read if you were reading nice? What would you do? What would you be doing? How do you usually read? From?
Like, beginning to end.
Okay, so beginning to end and stopping at your punctuation marks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so look at the title of our story. What is our story called again?
Why do leaves change color?
Why do leaves change color? Can you do me a favor and write everything that you know about how leaves change colors? Just think about when leaves are changing color and write everything that you know. Do you know many things? Could you write one thing?
When leaves change color, in the spring, like when the winter comes, like they start to, when fall comes, they start to turn brown.
Okay. So you know that when fall comes, they're a different color than when they are in spring. Okay, and maybe when in the winter, do you see leaves that often?
No.
No, so they fall off, right? They turn brown and fall off. All right. Well, since you told me, you don't have to write it down. That's fine. Since you told me what you know about it already. All right. So what I'd like for you to do is you're gonna follow along as I read the first 2 pages, and then we're gonna take turns. Sound good? All right. So can you follow along for the first one? It's so many colors, and I want you to listen how I'm saying the words, when I'm stopping, and we'll talk about the different punctuations. Okay. Why are leaves on the trees different colors? What makes them change color? Okay, what punctuation did you see at the end of those 2 sentences?
Question mark.
So you know I'm asking.
A question.
Do you think those questions will be asked in the story? Yeah, probably. All right, let's look. Leaves make food for the trees from sunlight, water, and air. Green stuff in the leaves helps them make food. It also makes the leaves green. Okay, what do you see in this picture?
Right here or right here?
Right here.
Leaves changing colors.
Leaves changing colors. Okay, do you see all of those arrows? Yeah, do you think the arrows are telling you how it works? Yeah, how the sunlight comes in and then the leaf makes food. Okay, can you read this page for me? We'll take turns.
Summer. Leaves are green in summer because they are making food. The tree saves some of the food for winter.
Good, so they're making food in the summer so they can save it for the winter. Let's turn to the next page. Okay, following along. In fall, the weather changes. The days get shorter and the nights get longer. Trees get less sunlight, so they make less food. Go ahead.
The leaves stop making the green color. Other colors that were under the green start to show.
They stop making the green color, so all the other colors show. And what are some other colors of leaves that you know? We know there's green leaves. What other colors can they be? What other colors have you seen leaves?
Brown.
Brown.
Yellow.
Yellow. 2 more that you sometimes see that are a little bit similar. How about
Red.
red and
Orange.
orange? Yeah, so when the other colors can come through. All right, leaves turn yellow, orange, brown, and red. Trees drop their leaves to get ready for winter. They use the food they save to get through the cold days and nights.
Spring. Spring comes ice and snow. Melt and rain falls. The sun falls. The sun shines. New leaves grow on the trees.
All right, let's look at that little part again. So we see spring comes. What punctuation do we see there?
Period.
And we know we come to a stop, right? So spring comes. And take a moment. Then what do you see? You see ice and snow melt. And what do you know what that little punctuation mark is there?
Comma.
A comma, so you have to pause. Ice and snow melt and rain falls. Okay? The sun shines. The leaves grow on the trees. So So we make sure we full stop at the period and we pause at the comma. All right, next one. The green leaves start making food again. All right. So what are some things that you learned about why leaves change colors?
Because.
Can you retell for me?
Because. Retell the story mostly.
Well, it's not a story because it's an informational text, so it's nonfiction. So what do you think? Could you retell what you learned from the story?
That like that page that the with the leaf is changing colors. It tells like the arrow. Like you can see. Like I learned that that you can see when it like the sunlight turns on it.
Okay. So the sunlight will turn on it. All right. What else did you learn? Maybe something you already knew, but it made it a little bit easier for you to read or understand. What do you know about how leaves change during the seasons?
Because like if it's getting cold,
Mm-hmm.
the leaves start to fall off because it gets. I think because it gets too windy. I don't know.
Okay, because it gets too windy or too cold. And when do we usually see trees without leaves?
Winter.
Wintertime. When do we see trees with beautiful green?
Spring or summer.
Spring or summer. And when do we see them changing their colors?
Fall.
Yeah, when they go from green to orange to brown to red
Yellow.
to yellow.
And
Okay.
they fall off.
And then sometimes they fall off in the wintertime, and sometimes they fall off in the fall too, right? When it gets a little bit too cold. All right, we're going to continue with this story, and we're going to talk about certain vocabulary words. We're going to answer some questions that we can find the answers to in our story, and then we're going to answer some questions that you're going to have to think about a little bit. Does that sound good? Okay.